I'm astonished of what just happened and no one pointed it out. Also, rarely, by the way, V, you would have noticed, but literally the first sub had the rare thing happen. Rare, by the way. Surely. Surely it's rare. I don't know what rare meant, but okay. Do I need to change it to very rare? No, I'm too lazy to do that. I'm good. It didn't look like I could. It didn't even give me numbers. It's literally a drop down between rare, common, like 50-50, and then like, I don't know. I would have to check. Streamlabs. What does the drop down menu say? Alert box. Descriptions. I have the frequency at very rare. It's very rare, rare as default, frequently, and very frequently. And I have it set at very rare, apparently. And it was the first poll. What does very rare mean? They have better RNG than me? Yeah, apparently Unhinged has the best RNG. Anyways, thank you for the 21. Sounds like there's a personality test. Somebody will notice at some point what we're actually talking about. That's the fun part about it. We don't want to say what exactly it is. We want somebody to point it out when it happens. Also, side note, I absolutely hate that I can't disable the partner anniversary thing. Because I googled it and I can disable it, but I can't disable it because it's already started. I don't like just seeing the same message in chat constantly. It's annoying. Settings, channel. Like, what is this shit? Celebrating today. I can't change shit. I can't even disable it. It's just enabled for the entire day because I didn't disable it beforehand. And you know for a fact I'm not going to come back to this page tomorrow and change it. And then I'm going to forget, and the next year on January 16th, the same exact thing's going to happen. You know it, we know it. The 15th FUD. It's the 16th somewhere in the world. It probably does it based off of Universal Standard Time, V. Actually, I don't even. I think Universal Standard Time's only plus 8 from us, or I guess it'd be plus like 11 for me. I guess it might be. I don't know how it works. Been time zoned very much. Alrighty, I need live split open. I don't know what time zone it's going off of, but. Alrighty. I am gonna run ads on Twitch and play connections. I didn't do this yesterday, funny enough. I forgot. Cereal, static, melted snow, levitate, salt, Patreon, shovel, hose, stationary, spade, jackal, frozen, rake, Danruff, still. Is there like another yard equipment thing? I guess hose. All right. Levitate, salt, tackle, stationary, static, stationary, still, frozen. Atron. No. Okay, that is not rare. Twice in a row. Okay, I gotta change something. Mo, thank you for the prime for 13. Did I swap them? I was looking through. No, I'll have to check. I swear if I swap them up. I can't focus anymore. Hatred salt. See, the issue is that like I think this is like a type of deer. I think. I don't know what this is. Like I know what dandrift is, but I don't know what dandruff is. And like I know what Patreon is, but I know this isn't Patreon, and I don't know what Patron is. So I don't know these two, and I don't think I know what this one is, but I could be right. Probably not though, based off of the other words. And then you have levitate, snow, salt, melted, and cereal. Huh? I mean, these are white. Salt crystals, snowflakes are crystals. Frosted Flakes is a cereal. See, it's kind of impossible to do this when you don't know what two of the words mean. Well, closer to three of the words, but levitate. That still works. Good. Alright, I'll look up the words. I don't think I'm getting anywhere. Otherwise, Patron. Oh, it is
patron.
Oh, it's just patron. Where the fuck does the O go? Patron. Why is it an I? Or an E? Apparently is the... What? Okay, whatever. Oh, it is dandrift. Where does the U go? Where does the U go? Drandruff? Where's the U? Drift is D-R-I-F-T. Drift. I can hate the English language. Okay, jackal's not a deer, but it is a animal. That's an interesting call. Interesting. Still doesn't help me whatsoever. I guess dandrift. It would be these three. I'm just gonna throw cereal in there. Yeah, comes in flakes. That, I mean, words formed by two men's names: Jack, Al, Levi, Tate. Melt Ed? I haven't met somebody called Melt. And Pat and Ron, okay. Mel and Ted. Okay. I haven't heard of somebody called Mel as well. Well, I know somebody named Mel, but it's not a man's name. This is a, I guess it would be a mixed name. That's fine. Mel Brooks, never heard of them. Stream Labs. Let's see what's going on here. That's chatbot. I do not want to go to chatbot because we have our own chatbot. That's fine. Alert box. Subscriptions. Sub. Normal. Above. Should just be the normal. Like enable. It doesn't give me a thing here. And then if I go to the rare sub thing, the condition is rarely enabled. Or condition randomly. Which is fine because then it's supposed to just happen. And then very rare. And it's supposed to play this and it's the same thing. It's just a different image. So why did it happen twice in a row? Are we cheating? Why did it happen twice in a row? And then it's it should be the same thing for YouTube memberships now that they're a thing. We have the same thing, it does the same thing, and then we have a rare membership. Happens randomly. Apparently you're more... Change that to very rare. Same reason you got 7 animal bundles in a row. I mean, true. But like, the thing is I don't know what rare means. What does rare and very rare mean here? Like, is it just a 1 in 10? Is it a 1 in 20? Like, if I just, like, run a YouTube subscription. Bonjour. Bonjour. Bonjour.
This is a subscription test.
Bonjour. Bonjour. Okay, well, it didn't happen twice in a row. Thank you, Kevin.
This is a subscription test.
Whatever. Is what it is. We need more people to give me money to figure out what rare means, so. Easy plug. All right, more runs. Such bait that no one wants to take, so it's fine. Yeah, do you know about Twitch Prime? Yeah. I don't know why chat's not throwing their money at me. It's my Twitch anniversary. It's my Twitch partner anniversary. Therefore, I should get money. Clueless. Will Waffle, thanks for the prime. Let's see if you get lucky here. Ah, shit, I broke it. I did a save change, and it 100% changed the, Oh, no, it didn't break. No. Dream? No, I don't believe this. Yeah, it just means the day I got partnered on Twitch. I don't believe this. I don't believe this for a second. Well, I mean, they should have no correlation between the two, so... Okay, I thought I broke it, but apparently I didn't. I figured when I saved the changes, the alert box would change the URL widget that I was supposed to use, but apparently it didn't. That's what I thought would break. Anyways, Will Waffle, thank you for the prime for 5 months. It is greatly appreciated. I'm supposed to hoe this. When are we winning ARAM? I just haven't been playing ARAM recently. And if I have, it's like 1 game or 2 games. And then it's just like, I'm waiting for something. Run is not done in a single stream, no. He's being league deprived. When you know it's bad when V's asking. She misses the 1 AM games. The 3 AM games. I don't know what I'm doing. My schedule is kind of thrown for a loop now. I'm not gonna lie. Yesterday, they finally announced the date of the new Terraria update, which is on the 27th of this month, by the way. The 27th. So it's like... Am I only gonna do, like a week more perfection runs? And then I'm gonna play some Terraria? Or like, what's going on here? Like, I expected another few more months before that came out. I don't know if I'll get back into speedrunning it though, is the issue. Because I don't know if the update's actually gonna be good for speedrunning. That said, I do want to at least play the new the new like sky block seed that they have. And then we'll at least check out the new most difficult seed that they're adding, but I don't think I'll do much more than that. I doubt I will actually complete the new super hard seed because I don't know if it will be possible on hardcore in a reasonable amount of time. But yeah. Because also, like, I'm still waiting for the mid-offs to happen. So it's like, I don't want to get hooked up into speedrunning Terraria and then mid-offs happen and then I have to stop. You know? So maybe in the future, if, like, the run actually becomes really good with the... is it 1.6 or 1.7? I don't even know what update it is. Yeah, Xena Seed. I was the first person to beat it in under an hour, but now the run is under 50 minutes, so my PB is not very good. The world record is literally 10 minutes faster than my PB at this point. So we'll see what I decide to do there. It might just be... I don't know. Because I don't really want to give up on perfection runs, especially since I actually haven't, like, even completed a run yet. And only having, like, what, 10 days to get a run and complete might be a little difficult with how much I've been throwing and just briefing. I mean, we'll see. We'll see what I feel like doing. Because that's more of what these streams come down to. What I want to do instead of what I should do. Because realistically, if if we're looking at it from a monetary perspective, I basically shouldn't do anything other than perfection. Because perfection is basically my most viewed content. And it's like, and it's a decent amount of length, so it actually gets quite a bit of views. But at the same time, I do want to play the Terraria update, so. I guess if I only do the Skyblock seed, the new Skyblock seed, I should, in theory, be able to do it in probably like 2 or 3 days, which isn't too bad of a break. It's just whether or not I do hardcore of the new secret seed, because if I do hardcore of the new secret seed, that will probably legit take a month or 2 to do. Saying the Xena seed took me a month, and the next seed is even harder. I don't think I would make a video out of it. I think the only Terraria videos I'll ever make are, like, speedrunning, basically. I don't think I would make, like... I'm not suited to make a Skyblock video. That's not in, like, a speedrun format. I'm not gonna, like, speedrun it. Hey, you'd watch me, but it's different for a YouTube video perspective. Like, again, it would be different if I did the new hardest seed on hardcore, because I did that for the last one and it did fine, but it's like, just doing essentially a casual playthrough would not really be interesting. Think they'll add new achievements? They'll probably add a few more. I'd be surprised if they didn't. Yeah, I mean, I'll just do what I want. If I enjoy it, I'll keep playing it. If I don't, like, if I'm not like fully enjoying it or like doing whatever, like, you know, I'll just go back to perfection, right? Or whatever I was doing before. Really just it at the end of the day. I generally do what I enjoy. Because if I'm not really having fun, what's the point of streaming? Because bad moods are not good streaming environments. 20 subs? I wouldn't do that. It, like, I know what games I want to speedrun, and I don't really want to speedrun other things or have to learn how to speedrun other things, because I struggle to focus on more than one thing at a time. So it'd be very difficult for me to play a game that somebody recommends me to speedrun. If it's not nearly as popular as my other content, I'm literally just going to be bleeding money. And then it's like, if I'm not fully enjoying the game, or if I like don't have my heart in the game, it doesn't matter. Where it's like, I know I want to speedrun Minecraft. I know I will want to play Terraria when the game comes out. But it's just like, I don't know if I will want to speedrun Terraria when the update comes out. It really depends on how the update lands. Because I don't think I would speedrun Terraria if the update is slower than the previous one. Because then I would have to downpatch the speedrun, and I'm not really interested in that. I played Valheim casually with a friend group. I enjoyed it with friends, but I do think I don't know if I would enjoy playing it solo as a speedrun. I haven't played it since, like, basically the first major update as well, so I don't even know any of the new things. We didn't even beat the game. We only beat the third boss. We beat the sludge guy, and that was it. I didn't even finish the game. Well, at least I didn't finish the game. I don't think it was a bad game at all. I had fun with it with friends and just exploring, but... AutoHotkey is the software I use for the scripts. So again, I'm just waiting for a lot of things to kind of just fall into place. Terraria update, mid-offs being announced, getting a perfection run, and then an IRL thing. I will have to go back to I am going back to Illinois for my dad's birthday, though, for like 2 or 3 days, I think. How many days? But it's sometime, it's like mid to late February. It's like the 18th to like the 21st or something. 19th to 21st. 19th to 22nd. 7. I mean, I'll just stream it on both platforms like I normally do. I know people would watch me for Terraria on YouTube. At least enough people for me to want to stream it there. The only game that I realistically wouldn't stream on YouTube literally is just TFT, because I know my audience would not watch me. And there's just no reason. That is just for myself. Oh. That one's understandable. Two silver quality daffodils. Interesting. You an expert mode or a master mode enjoyer or a legendary mode? More of a legend. Well, yeah, more of a legendary mode now, but for speedruns, classic. I just enjoy beating the game as fast as possible for speedruns. But then otherwise, I just enjoy playing like games like Terraria on the hardest difficulty, so it'd be legendary hardcore. Yeah, it's literally the polar end of the spectrum. For speedruns, I love playing on the absolute easiest mode. That's literally not just creative mode. And or playing on the absolute hardest mode. Is my ways of playing Terraria. So it's legendary hardcore or classic. Oh, I love this question. No, I will never play Calamity, and it does not look interesting nor fun to ever play, so. I have no interest in playing it. What is that? Calamity is essentially the the Terraria equivalent of Stardew Valley expanded. Is what this question essentially is. And you guys know my love for that question for Stardew. I don't care. Just straight up, I don't care. I just don't enjoy playing games with mods. So I have no interest in ever playing Terraria on whatever mod or whatever X mod is recommended. No, to each their own. I'm not saying that you can't enjoy or can't play it. I'm just saying I will never play it, and it does not look interesting nor fun to me. So, I'm good. I mean, you in theory would, but you would need to remember essentially 15 different setups to be able to get that information. Because it would be a different setup for every single individual parsnip spot. Yeah. Actually, it would probably be harder than that. Okay, as long as we get a dandelion, we should be fine. What part of Terraria fun then this cabinet doesn't have? Or has too much of? I, again, just don't like playing games with mods. It's the same reason I always say I will never play Stardew Valley Expanded, because I don't care to play the game in any other way than the devs originally made it in. So I have no interest in playing Calamity, which is essentially just an expanded mod for Terraria. It does not interest me. Holy. We did not get a... I guess I can go full left, but it's just a waste of time. It's kind of funny because this category is so long and you would lose so much time to load times that the single player is faster than the multiplayer, and it's one of the few categories in Stardew that's like that. To put it in perspective, for a category that literally's only goal is to sleep its own winter to winter till, a multiplayer literally loses 5 minutes of time sleeping a full year. For one full year, you lose 5 minutes compared to single player. I did, but that is made by the developers of the game. And guess what? Stardew Valley 1.6 also was made, CA added one of the devs of Expanded to Stardew Valley 1, or to help with Stardew Valley 1.6. I'm aware of that. Yes. But it's still the original game and not a mod. No interest. I could literally just do a harder CC mod in Stardew. There are plenty of those. I have no interest in playing those. Again, I do not enjoy playing games modded in any way, shape, or form. The only time I will ever use mods is for cheats to help with testing for speedruns, or when it completely changes the gameplay where you're not even playing the game anymore. And the very few exceptions are literally the two mods I helped made, which is the Stardew Valley roguelike, which literally turns Stardew Valley into a roguelike, which is not Stardew Valley, and Stardew Valley Battle Royale, which turns Stardew Valley into a Battle Royale, which is not Stardew Valley at that point. When you play Calamity or any of these other expanded mods, you are still playing Terraria, just with more random mechanics that I don't care about. Where Battle Royale and roguelike, I'm not playing Stardew, I'm playing Stardew as a different genre. And you can see how long those phases last. Sure, I made the roguelike mod and it's still there. I played it for a week or two, and then I stopped playing it completely because I was tired of it, you know? Literally played it for less than a week. And it is completely different. I'm just not interested. And no matter how you spin it, I am not going to become interested. Crazy how that works. I'm like done with this conversation now, though. I didn't code it myself. I was more the designer of it. My friend Tyler did the coding for it. I don't really know how to code. But I did the game design and gameplay design and the assets for it. Or whatever extra assets we had to add. You did remind me, though. Thank you for reminding me. If I do stream Terraria on the 27th, I'm gonna have to ban the word calamity in chat. So, I do appreciate you reminding me of that. I mean, it's not you. You were actually quite civil about it. But the last time I streamed Terraria, when I was doing the Legendary Hardcore, it was literally asked every 20 minutes, and the people who were asking were super aggressive about it when I said I'm not interested. Like, you are actually civil about it. But yeah, like, you enjoy it, but honestly, out of all, like, the modding communities that have, like, asked me, oh, have you tried this? The Calamity community is by far the most egregious and terrible as just human beings. Mostly because they're young, because Terraria is more of a younger audience, and they just don't understand how the world works, but yeah. It's just annoying. Or expanded. We don't get asked that enough, and when I say I don't ever plan on playing expanded, they don't continue typing, and that's the difference. It's the same way why I don't bother people saying, like, oh, why do you play Calamity? Why do you play Expanded? It's like, I know it doesn't look, I know I wouldn't enjoy it, so it's just like, why would I play it? But I know other people do enjoy those aspects of the game. For Stardew, it makes more sense because Stardew Valley expands on the character narrative and stuff like that, which is what a lot of the casual players enjoy or whatever, where I don't really care for the NPCs at all. So Expanded adds a few NPCs. Oh man, that's so cool. I can't wait to just not interact with them because I don't care to interact with them. I don't care to learn about their history. It's not interesting to me, so why would I do that? And it's not really gonna expand on any of the gameplay mechanics because, let's be real, all Expanded's gonna do in the gameplay situation is change things around and maybe make different things more optimal than other things. Like, oh boy, I can't wait to just figure out what is the best crop to grow instead. Oh boy, I can't wait to figure out what's the best artisan product to make instead. Oh, so different. Oh, Skull Caverns is even better for making money? Crazy. Okay, it's broken. I don't know why. It's broken. I gotta fix it. That's 4 times in a row. That's just not what it's supposed to be. It's 100% broken. You can't convince me otherwise. Well, who is she? That's supposed to be the rare variant of the sub thing, because that used to be what it was ages ago, and it was still in the files for when I was switching around some notification settings. So I decided to make it, quote unquote, I made a separate one where it randomly triggers and it has a very rare chance of triggering compared to the normal one. So it's supposed to be the rare variant, but it's happened 4 times in a row. So I don't think it's working properly. Yeah, I have it set as the very rare. It's supposed to happen very rarely, and it's happened 4 times in a row. Speedrun is 16 hours, yes. Yeah. I've never enjoyed Bethesda's games, and I played modded Minecraft when Technic was super popular when I was younger, but honestly, I don't really have an interest now because it's kind of just the worst parts of Minecraft, in my opinion, or the parts I personally don't care about in Minecraft. Like, I find it cool to, you know, build a house or whatever, but I never really care to build farms. It's like I enjoy killing the Ender Dragon, and that being my entire casual playthrough. That's what my friend group did. We went during our 2 weeks, you know, the casual 2-week friend group server. It took us 2 weeks to kill the Ender Dragon, and that's it. We didn't really make a villager farm. We didn't really make any other farms. We made like a little cool Axolotl sanctuary. We checked out the chamber trials. We did one of those for a little bit, which was somewhat enjoyable, and we put in our 2 weeks and we're done. Killed the Ender Dragon, done with the server. Like, do I care to make a hyper efficient moss farm, a hyper efficient villager trading system? No, not really. That doesn't really look like fun. I'm good. I'll take whatever the enchantment table gives me with level 30 enchants. Midnight, thank you for the 5 gifted. Let's see how many of these are the rare variant. 1. Can we go 5 for 5? What happens if it's just the opposite? 2. Yeah, it's broken. 100% broken. But we get to have the fun variant for the rest of the day. It'll be back to normal tomorrow, hopefully, once I figure out what's wrong with it. It might be a coincidence at this point. Again, but I do appreciate the 5 gifted subs. Thank you. I will be playing the new Terraria update when it comes out. For how long? I don't know. I might just do the Skyblock playthrough, but I will probably look at the new hardest seed, but I don't know if I'll do it on hardcore. Depends on how reasonable it is to be able to be completed, because the one Chippy video of him somewhat leaking the spawn area just makes it look unplayable and just not fun. And if it's not fun, I'm not gonna play it. I had a really fun time with Get Fixed Boy. Like, even though it was like really hard, it was like hard in a way that didn't feel completely unfair, and a lot of the deaths were a skill issue on my part. Right? Where the looks of the new seed literally just makes it look unplayable and not in the fun way. Is it easier to speedrun Stardew or Terraria? Probably Stardew. Less tech you need to know. And it's very hard to actually kill a run in Stardew, where it's very easy to kill a run in Terraria by, you know, dying. Also, Terraria has a lot more hotkey tech and a lot more, like, smaller tech if you want to do it optimally. That's really hard to learn. Terraria is also a game where you can menu while moving, so optimally you do your menuing while traversing land. So you have to be able to multitask and know where you're going, or keep an eye of where you're walking while at the same time moving still to be optimal. So it's like a very difficult game. I would argue at the highest level of Terraria gameplay, it's harder than Minecraft, but, or at least for speedrunning, but Minecraft also has a lot of technicalities to it, so it's kind of different skills. But they do have a lot of skills that like transverse to each other at the same time, or translate to each other. Blue Shadow Wolf, thank you for the 50 months. Stardew is definitely an easy to learn, hard to master type game. I think Terraria is like a medium difficulty learn, hard to master, where Minecraft's just hard to learn, hard to master. I think the bar of entry into getting into like real Minecraft speedruns is so high nowadays. With all the technical stuff, with the calculators, and knowing bastion routes. It's a lot more knowledge. But obviously, like, there's a very high skill cap to Minecraft speedrunning. So. Is the speedrun very optimized? Yes and no. I wouldn't say it's that not unoptimized for a 16-hour long speedrun, but it's a 16-hour long speedrun, so it's very hard to be optimal, you know? Like, even the best runners in an hour-long game lose multiple minutes over the course of a single hour, and for an hour-long game, it's much easier to do more risky strats, where you're like, you know, trying like a 1 in 100, you know, for something to happen, because you can do it in a reasonable amount of time. For a 16-hour run, you can't really do that, because it's like, oh, let me take a 1 in 5 chance 5 hours into the run. That sounds like a fun thing to do. So for a 16-hour long run, it's I would say it's pretty optimized, especially with the books. But in terms of what it could be, no. Like, this run could probably be under 15, maybe close to like 1440 if everything goes perfectly. Great menuing, good RNG, good gameplay. It's just not reasonable, you know. It's literally just unreasonable. But destroyed yesterday's run, no books. Like, to put it in perspective, my CC run, which is 2 hours and 5 minutes long, I literally lose 4 minutes to my best possible mines exit time in basically the first 20 minutes of the run. I lose 4 potential minutes of time save in the first 20 minutes of CC. Granted, the mines is a very RNG heavy split, so it very much like it's very much random in terms of how fast it is, but it like goes to show you that like it's very hard to be like completely optimal, and a 205 is a damn good run. It's not even like my mines were bad. Like, they weren't great, but they weren't nearly as good as they could be. And the could be is like exceptionally rare. Like, 1 in like 1,000 runs I get a run that fast. There's a fake perfection task, but that's for in-game days. For speedrun, there's no actual task for it. It takes too long to make. And it's not like they would do humanly viable strats. The task in this game is very much not humanly viable in any possible way. The task can get a skill book from any monster they want in the mines, right? So essentially, you can just fake level skills by just killing monsters in the mines. Humans can't do that. You know, it's really funny if you watch Underscore, who actually does do tasks for Stardew. He recently did a 4-player task perfection speedrun where it's like a 4-player split screen and all 4 of them are tasks, and there's one person completely dedicated to following the one player running down through the mines by killing enemies and getting skill books to sell and level up skills. Like, that's just crazy. That there's just one person dedicated to getting skill books for monsters in the mines. Yeah, I mean, it's 4-player split screen, so it's definitely very hard to watch. You need to watch like one point of view at a time, but it's kind of funny. I don't know, doesn't make any sense due to the variance. I always wondered what your sum of best in CC was. My sum of best is like an hour and 40 minutes or something. Hour 45? I would have to double check. I think it's about an hour 45. Yeah. It's very hard for the entire 16-hour run to go perfect in the first place, so. I'm looking for a golden parsnip right off of rip. It tells me a little bit about the RNG of the save file, which I will then use later on. About 14. Can you animation cancel on controller? No. PC only trick. You can't even do it if you hook up a keyboard and mouse to your console or mobile device. It's completely removed in those versions. Hook up a controller to PC though. I'm sure you can find a way to map animation canceling to a controller key though. You could probably do it on PC, but if you're playing on console or mobile, you just can't do it. Well, it's a left-in debug tool is realistically what it is. So when he was making, or when they were porting the game over, it was probably, they probably changed the console commands to something else and probably just eventually removed it or made it non-accessible would be my guess. But at the end of the day, animation canceling is just a left-in debug tool. But it's so cool to use that we just allow it in glitchless. I do not want to walk over there for that. It's not worth it. We allow the use of a macro, so it's 3 keys to 1. And the reason for that is because the game is looking every single frame if all 3 key buttons are pressed. So theoretically, you could just tape down 2 keys and then just press the last one whenever you need to press them. And it will do the exact same thing. So why bother people having to force to like have a weird setup with taping down 2 keys when we can just make it 3 to 1 and then make it more accessible to everybody? more of the reason behind it. Because I used to like death grip my mouse, and I had the 2 keys bounded to my the 2 side buttons on my mouse. So I just used my thumb and hold down the left 2 buttons and then just press spacebar whenever I needed to, which literally works in the exact same way. But it's like, why are we doing that? More accessible to people who can't really rebind keys as well. It's more accessible to people with disabilities, and it's more accessible for people who want to get into the game and start playing it. We can just send them the auto hotkey script, and then they're good to go. And they don't really have to worry about it. And it doesn't even take away any of the skill, because the entire skill of animation canceling comes from the timing aspect of it. And I still have to time my 1 button press, essentially, for the animation cancel. Because, again, it's just looking for all 3 keys to be pressed down. And it's whenever the last key is pressed down and executes. So you can just permanently have the 2 keys. That's our community's solution. You can agree with it, you don't have to agree with it. Doesn't really matter. There's people who think animation canceling is a glitch, and we allow it in glitch lists, you know? We do have a category for non-animation canceling players, but, you know, each their own. I'm not gonna really argue with it. Because basically, what would happen is there would just be a new category that's made specifically for, you know, what the people want to run. And what people like to run is Stardew Valley without glitches, but with animation canceling, you know? So it'd just be whatever that category is. And it's like, you could argue glitchless is kind of a bad category name if you think animation canceling is a glitch, but... It was the name that we originally had, and then we made vanilla. So it's kind of just a name that just stuck. It's like, what would you call it? Just Stardew no AC? Or Stardew AC? I don't know. That's what we decided. What's the main difference between glitched and glitchless? Oh, glitch you can just spawn shit in. Glitched is literally Stardew Valley creative mode. The main glitch that people do is code injection, and there's a very big definition for this. The most notable thing that people know it for is the item ID glitch. The item ID glitch is a form of code injection. Stardew Valley glitched runs do utilize the item ID glitch, but it goes more than that. Why bother giving yourself items to complete rooms when you can just set the flag saying, oh, I've completed this room already? Right? So it's like, why have to go through the motions of turning everything in when you can literally just have the room completed on file load? That's the difference. Because normally you think, oh, but you're limited by text space, right? If you run on an older version of the game, use the Chinese language, you can just copy and paste stuff into the text box. So instead of just having a character limit, you could literally just copy and paste lines of code into the game. And trigger it on, like, mail read or whenever your name is read and shit like that. It's kind of funny. Now, it goes so much deeper. A lot of it was semi-patched, though. So that's why a lot of glitch runs are, like, done on 1.3. But, you know, it's glitched for a reason. I can show you the biggest example of what I mean about it here in a second, because it will literally take less than a minute to do. As long as I don't get a gold quality here, at least. Yeah, some of the other categories, there's not good ways around it. So you get stuff like ladders for that, but Speedrun.com. Oh, GDQ's still going on. I forgot GDQ was going on recently. I need to go to Stardew Valley Restoration Joja movie theater glitches. Oh wow, 9 seconds. Wow, I wonder how this run goes. Let's see what they do here. All right, they copy and paste. Okay, apparently this is the highest quality. They copy and paste in this junk. Cool. And runs over. They have the timer going so they can frame count it more accurately, but the run, this is the entire run. I'll start the run, or I'll like, so the run starts now and ends, wait for it, now. That's the entire run. So that was the entire run. The reason the run doesn't end is because they have to verify that the Joja movie theater was completed. So what they do extra in the code is they give themselves a coffee and a magic rock candy to be able to go over to the Joja movie theater faster, so they can prove that it's valid. Joja movie theater is done already, by the way. It's done. All they had to do was do this and skip the cutscene. Essentially, what this code that you see here is doing is telling the game complete the Joja movie theater when your name is read. So the entire run consists of getting your name read as fast as possible. How do you do that? You click OK. You do this thing called I forget the acronym. It's window shift glitch or something. So you'll notice that it changes window here real quick, or it should. Maybe they record funny, but they basically minimize the window, maximize the window, or something like that with shift. I don't know exactly how it works because I don't utilize it, and it skips text boxes. It essentially just skips text boxes. Which is why they can like skip so much of the early scene and get to this so quickly. And then the timer ends when your name is read, or when you skip this cutscene after your name is read. So Robin says your name right here, and the frame that it says your name is when the run is over. Right. And they just skip the cutscene. So the timer ends when they skip the cutscene. You want to know what the most fucked part about this is? Then the run becomes, how well can you frame perfect the window swap glitch, whatever it's called. It doesn't even become how frame perfect can you get this timer, because built into the code that they're injecting tells the game to just skip the cutscene when your name is read. So it just automatically does it the frame of. They don't even have to time it. It just automatically does it. Which is crazy. You know? 3 world record? No, it becomes on who can do the Windows shift glitch better, essentially. But yeah. Do you think we can figure this out? Like, if we just did a random Twitch subscription test. It's the normal one! I'm telling you! Like, it does it normally if I just test it.
This is a subscription test.
Bonjour. 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 Bonjour.
This is a subscription test.
Wait. Oh, I get it. Oh. Subcommon. I get it. It's because that other one isn't considered the default for God knows what reason. And then I have to set this as the default. Oh, that would make sense. What the fuck is this for? No, I don't think it is. I don't want to show that. Oh, I didn't have to change it? No. Nice. Let's do rarely then. Actually, I should probably keep it very rare just to make sure that it works normally. Oh well, we'll see on next sub. If that actually fixed it. That said, I'm gonna go to the bathroom super quick. I'll be right back.
T.
Did it work? Thank you. Thank you for the 6 months, by the way. Now we gotta figure out what the definition of... Actually, okay, we'll change it to rarely instead of very rare. So we can see it possibly happen and figure out what the definition of rare means. Because it just gives me 4 options, right? Very rare, rare, frequently, and very frequently. you know? Like, can we have some definitions, please? Like, what does that mean? Oh. Our character looks sick. Is it jaundice that turns your skin yellow? Or I guess we could just say we look like the Simpsons. That would probably be less insensitive. That's what I'm doing. There's basically a 1 in 21 chance of me getting past the first 10 minutes of the run. Which is why you see me an hour in and I'm still resetting, because I've been to the run yesterday. It didn't have the books. No fishing book. We did have the combat, but not fishing. Yeah, the glitch starter category is kind of just fucked. Because you're basically just playing with creative mode. Which, like, isn't semi-interesting speedrun in Minecraft because of some of the creative mode functions. But for Stardew, it's much less interesting. Especially because you can literally just spawn shit, or, like, it's not even just spawning stuff in, you can literally just complete stuff. Where, like, the Minecraft creative mode speedrun is, like, interesting if you don't use commands, right? If you don't allow the use of commands, creative mode speedrun actually has you, like, do things. Where our glitch speedrun just does that. We technically do have a category where it doesn't let you paste stuff in. So you can still abuse stuff, but you can't really just inject everything. But yeah. Then that kind of just becomes Chicken Simulator. But I'm not really too in depth into that community, so it's probably more than just that. But I mean, Terraria has by far the most convoluted setup for the glitches. Minecraft glitch runs are mostly about item duping. Minecraft speedruns have item dupes by crashing the game, since they only go off of in-game time. And then there's also a way that they basically don't let the ender dragons spawn in when they load up the end, so it's just automatically dead, so you don't have to do the fight whatsoever. Is the Minecraft glitched run. Terraria's glitched run is a very weird glitch that does allow you to get essentially any item in the game, but you have to do this weird, essentially redstone or wiring contraction to basically freak out the game into thinking something is what it isn't, and then you can change the ID of said item and have that item or that thing, when you break it, give you the item you want. It's very weird if you watch the Terraria glitch speedrun. It is probably one of the most fascinating glitches in general, but it's a very weird one. It would not be legal for glitchless speedruns. For glitched, yeah, but there's no point because it's just slow. Right? Like, why bother duplicating something when you can just spawn it in instead? Or have it auto-complete instead? We literally, like, just watched the world record for the completion of the, Joja movie theater, and it was done in 9 seconds. The entire run was clicking the OK button and skipping the Robin text dialogue, and that is the entire run. Right? Run, yeah. By the way, you don't even have to manually skip the Robin text dialogue. That is automatically timed via the, via the code injection that's going on. So. Was this spot 14 or 15, chat? Was it the left or the right of the 2 last spots I harvest? Thank you. I minimized it for whatever reason because I had the wrong tab open. I had the sub alerts on the same tab as the notes. He is loud. He is passed out. He's had a rough day, alright? She hasn't even done anything today, though. Normally, I would say she'd had a rough day because she was, like, barking all morning, but I don't even think she barked this morning. Maybe they went on a long walk. Will the Simpsons character get out of the first 10 minutes of the run? That is the question. It will. Nice. Green bean, potato. Potato, potato. I usually bark at anything that moves. And the cat upstairs. Good morning, buddy. Good morning, Hazel. Are we up because I sneezed? Where are you going? That's an interesting spot. I wish you, like, chose a spot that's a little bit farther back so I can abuse you. And, oh, okay, that sounded bad. When I say abuse, I mean use you to be on camera because you're adorable. But you're not under my desk, but you're too, like... You're not on my bed, but you're not under my desk. She's, like, literally, like, right beside my chair on my left-hand side. So she's not on her, like, bedding that's under my desk, but she's not on my bed, but she's still just on my left. And if she was, like, a little bit farther back towards the end of my bed, she could be on camera. You know, like, right there. Neutral. Do I take a neutral? Are you just like a warm baby and you just want to lay on the cool floor? Is that what's going on? Am I going on a neutral? I guess I may as well. I can probably try to get a club on 19. Neutrals aren't terrible. I only have to go 20 if I really feel like the neutral is an awful day, and then we can continue. I mainly just want to get to 19 for the chance of getting a club and magnet ring on this day. I will say I am kind of happy she chose that spot, because now I can actually, like, scooch in a little bit more without feeling like I'm crushing. Oh, well, now she's on the bed. So I can scooch in a little bit more without feeling like I'm crushing her, as well as when she gets up, when my sister probably gets back in the next, like, 5-10 minutes. She doesn't move my chair trying to, you know, go and greet her. I would appreciate my chair not moving. Thank you for not slowing me, kind sir. I mean, the spots aren't awful, but... Or the ladders haven't been awful, but... Yeah, it's fine. Maybe I can save some energy here. I mean, it's just a fun book. You know? Does there need to be a point? I don't think you can get prismatic shards from the trash can, but... Ever seen Pirates of the Caribbean, matey? I've seen the 1st through 4th movie. And I don't plan on watching any other one. I got a jar of dirt. I don't have clay, so I don't have dirt, unfortunately. I mean, this is our first garden bundle of the day, so... How bad is infested? That floor was pretty bad because of how many slimes were on it, but it's like, it just depends on the floor. Sometimes, infested floors are better than getting the regular floor. That floor in particular now, but... Okay, I don't know why things are going, but okay. You also gotta keep a note, like, our pace might be bad, but I also got into the mines quite late because I had to get the carrot. So, it's like, we lost like a full hour or whatever to that. So it's like, it's not nearly as bad as a pace. But... I'm technically not playing as a girl, I'm playing as a guy. You go off of the gender select in the main menu. And for this run, anywhere between 0 seconds and however long it would take me to get a strange doll. Or an ancient doll, whatever it's called. Or cookies. Yeah, we got good bundles. We got both rare crops and brewers, but this run doesn't need the extra 500 gold, so it doesn't matter. This run actually wants the cookies because of the possibility of us getting children's bundle. And then some runs it just doesn't matter because you just don't need the 500 gold. But this is one of the runs where, like, because we're using remix bundles, and we could possibly get the children's bundle. It's 10 salmonberry. Like, you need 3 of the 4, right? Yeah, you need 3 of the 4. And it's 10 salmon berries, ice cream, ancient doll, and or cookies. And you need 3 of the 4. The 2 most hard ones to get out of those is the... Not worth going over. That might be the magnet ring, but there's no club, so I don't care. Are the ancient doll and cookies, because cookies I would either have to get from Gus or a lucky garbage can drop, and ancient doll is like a random dig site one, where if you play as a male, you're guaranteed cookies from your mother. So we just use that in case. And obviously there's runs that, like, I don't get the children's bundle because it is random, and then it's pointless. But again, I don't really need the 500 gold because it won't make a difference by the time I get it. Whereas something like CC, it matters a lot more, that 500 gold, because we don't make nearly as much money. Well, yeah, it's because you can get free cookies from the mail playing as a guy. Like, once you make certain money thresholds playing as a guy, you get cookies from your mother, 500 gold from your dad, and a pink cake from your mother. If you play as a girl, you get 500 gold from your dad, 500 gold from your mom, and 30 stone from your dad. Once you reach the last threshold. So, normally the 500 matters a lot more, saying that you don't get the third gift until like you make like 100,000 gold or something like that. So the third gift almost never comes into play. So the first two just matter a lot. Radical Ducks, thank you for the prime. Yeah, that's where you get the ice cream, but you need 3, remember? Salmon berries, ice cream, ancient doll, cookies. So you can buy ice cream from Saturday at Sandy's, so you don't even have to worry about the shop stall. And then 10 salmon berries is, you know, 10 salmon berries. So again, it's strange doll versus cookies, and cookies can be gotten from your parents, so the obvious choice. Dark Dusk, thank you for the prime. Really appreciate it. Hope your day is going well. It is almost Friday. Oh no. Okay, that's a rare one. We got the rare. The last one was normal, right? I don't know what rare means. Still trying to figure that out. Mythic sub. Well, okay. Yeah, I just don't know what rare means, because the categories is rare, very rare, frequent, and very frequent, but it doesn't give any numbers. So what does very rare mean, and what does rare mean? Like, is that like a 1 in 10, a 1 in 5, 1 in 20, 1 in 25, 1 in 50, maybe even a 1 in 100? What does it mean? Last one was normal. Yeah, it should be fixed now. It was I had an issue at the start of the day where it was only doing the very rare one. So you're the third person who subbed since you fixed it, and you got it third try, but that's not enough concrete evidence to know what the odds are. Because it's like, I can't say it's a 1 in 3 just because it happened on the third try, right? Is there a forest dagger? No. I mean, I guess elf blade would be a forest dagger in a way. Elves are known for the forest. Alright, I have 2 bat wings. I mean, if the copper pace keeps up, the copper's fine. I like about 180 by the end of the day with the pace like this. Which I definitely can get, again, if the pace keeps up, but we just don't see any more copper for the rest of the day. Not very good, if that's the case. Oh, that was a fake one. Whatever. I hate the fact that it's even, like, a thing. And I can't even disable it. Because apparently you can't disable it once it starts. I just hate the message. And you know for a fact I'm going to forget to disable it for next year, so it's just going to happen again. It's like the same thing with my birthday. I don't really care to have chat like wish me happy birthday unless if I was doing like a special birthday stream. No, it's just not my vibe. Is it too close? I need to see the ladders. You have an hour to go 2 more floors. We're cutting it close here. Especially if I want to keep gathering copper. I miss a ladder in the darkness here. The run's just GG. I am not taking this run if I don't make it to 40 at this point. This is just embarrassing. I don't see a ladder down there. Next floor better be fucking instantaneous then. Holy fuck, this run is terrible. Oh, this one's just dead. That's hilarious. Whatever. Hazel, don't wag your tail. I got nothing for you. Actually, I can give you some real quick. First try artful. Ah, would you look at that? It had the books. Kill me. Oh yeah, but I mean, yeah. I didn't even realize GDQ was going on until like a few days ago, to be quite honest. And then second of all, it's like inexpensive. The one time I did GDQ was for Terraria, and that was because I was able to do it from my house during COVID, right? Traveling there, setting everything up, getting an apartment, or not apartment, but getting a hotel, yada yada yada. Cost money. Then I have to get out of the house, so that I'm not streaming for a few days. There's also like event fatigue. While Stardew really hasn't been in the mainline events, Stardew is in a lot of the other events that have happened in terms of like the other ran GDQ events that are smaller, not the official ones. It's ran a lot in Fate Pal. What is it called exactly? It's Fate. It's Fate something. Okay, I'm just stupid apparently. Yeah, it's ran a lot in that. It was ran at TwitchCon this year. Ran at TwitchCon. So it has a little bit of event fatigue currently. Next year would probably be a good opportunity if I really wanted to, but then I kind of like have to, you know, bunker down and actually do it, while at the same time, I'm sure there's other runners who also just want to run Stardew at GDQ who are, you know, just as good at their own category, as well as definitely more uppity and would love to actually go to GDQ, where I'm more just like, I would love to show up, do it for a day, but I probably wouldn't stay at GDQ very long itself. And that's like the difference. Like, people would love to be there for the week full time, but it's like, I would just be like, I'm down to show up for the day and maybe the day after, but not spend very much time there. And that's more of the difference. Then they changed the location. Where even is the next one located? Because if it's like close to Arizona, it wouldn't be that bad. But I don't really want to fly to Florida. You know. Atlanta, Georgia. Kind of the same thing. Yeah. I thought the summer one was held in Minnesota because it was too hot to hold the summer one in Florida. I thought it was Minnesota and Florida was their normal convention things. Because right now they're doing the winter one. I would have to double check. What happened to the run? I didn't even make it to floor 40. By the end of the day, it was awful. I probably could continued it if I really wanted to, but I just hate continuing runs with that bad of mines. I realistically should be green going out of mines by like a minute or two, so being red out of mines by a minute or two just feels bad. I know they did recently announce changing venues, so. Again, it just depends on the circumstances of where I am in life. That's the main thing. Oh yeah, I know that, but It also just I'm also somebody who doesn't like traveling very much, so it also feels bad if I have to fly from Arizona to Atlanta and then do the run, or settle in for a day, do the run, and then leave the next day. It's like there for 2 days for like what? If I'm going to Atlanta, Georgia, that's probably a 5-hour flight, 5-6-hour flight. Like twice as long as going back to Chicago. Where if I was like, the Minnesota one's doable. That's probably 2.5, 3. It would probably be closer to 2.5. Minnesota is much closer than Illinois. Probably do the Minnesota one if that's the next one. July. I would have to see if my sister's going home for the 4th of July though, because then we're gonna have to deal with the baby girl. Is that GDQ? Summer Games Done Quick. It's the GDQ of summer. It's essentially a week-long charity speedrunning marathon that's been held for over a decade now. Raise funds for charity. Last few events they've done, they've raised over 2 million. I think they're already at 2 million for this one. Yeah, it's much more streamlined now. It is very production based, which is fine. It has to go some way. It has to change. That makes sense. I knew it used to be in Florida. I knew it was Florida and Minnesota for a long time. And I did hear that they changed recently, so it's probably different. Again, I've never gone. I've participated in the one for COVID, and I did it from my parents' basement, but not since. Yeah, it's in July, so we have like what, 4 or 5 months. When are the submissions open? Because if it's Minnesota, I think I'd be more willing to do it. I assume semi soon. EQ. It's probably just gonna, if I go to the main page, it's probably just gonna show the main. Failed. It's not gonna give me any. Oh no, it will. Oh well. Give me. That's sheet. Oh. Halfway till the event's over. A passport for my kid? Do you need an excuse to get a passport for your kid? Do you need an excuse that bad? And again, it depends on who else submits and if they actually accept it. I mean, I would be surprised if they don't accept Stardew into the main broadcast since it's been a year and they know how wildly popular it is. But it like depends on who they want to, because there are definitely people who are much more in the cahoots with the GDQ organizers. So it's like, if they pick a different category, I wouldn't be surprised. See, you're the opposite of me. You like to travel. You want to speedrun a game there? I mean, Stardew. I've speedran Terraria at GDQ. I've just never speedran Stardew, which is kind of funny. Oh yeah, like I'm sure Stardew will get in at GDQ. It just depends on what category. Because you know I'm not going to be the only one submitting. And obviously, I don't want to pressure people from not submitting just because I'm submitting. Like, that's just dumb. Like, submit if you want to do it. It's whoever they decide. It might be a little difficult to fit, like, a 2.5 hour long category into their schedule, where it's easier to fit, like, a Mine's 50 speed run, or whatever. That's, like, closer to, like, 40 minutes to an hour. You know, it's better to give them options. I still hate that like the reason the microphone was so bad there wasn't because it was my microphone at the time. It was because it was using my webcam's microphone and I just had it set up wrong. And it was fine during the pre-setup, but apparently some settings changed because of like a OBS update or some shit, and it set that to the default, and I got completely fucked over by it. Otherwise, it would have been such a banger event for me. That's like my biggest regret with GDQ so far, or that run, the fact that the microphone was fucked up. My favorite Junimo Kart level, the whale. Smile. Actually, the lava one is the actual answer. But I don't hate the whale. Lava followed by like slippery slopes. I think the only level I actually hate is the mushroom one. But it's much better since 1.6 made it so you don't really get double mushrooms in a row, so it's not like just straight up impossible half the time. I guess the ghost one is just like mechanically hard though, but it feels like pretty bullshit. And then the rest are like whatever. Slipping the slopes is too much fun for the ice level, and I just like the one hops of the lava. It just feels nice. What non-CC run would be good for GDQ? Mine's 120 would be interesting, but it's sad that it wouldn't be on current patch. I really think any run that's just on current patch would be good. Because I think it would be really disappointing to have Stardew at GDQ and then it's run on like 1.5 or like 1.4. Like, it just has to be a 1.6 run. Like, come on. So it'd have to be like a bundle run. Like a multiplayer fish tank would be fine. I don't know how like actually entertaining that would be, but that's more just because I don't think individual bundles are all that interesting. If they need a short meme run, you know, Mayo % would be funny. Stardew Bingo would be a fun, like, multiplayer one that you could submit. You want to be a little bit more creative and non, Nah, I wouldn't do randomizer. I would do bingo. Be better. Bingo next time. We've done bingo in a minute. Again, it's all what ifs. We'll see what I'm doing at the time and what I feel like doing while the submission's open. There's a possibility that I'm just not playing Stardew at that given moment when it's announced, right? Have Terraria's update coming out soon. I want to start speedrunning Minecraft here again pretty soon, or hopefully in a reasonable amount of time whenever mid-offs happens. I do want to run, what is it called? Oh, what is it called? CC again for a short while, but we'll see how long. We need our spring CC grind in. We always grind CC in spring. It's on like a good PB. It will happen. I just want to get a perfection run done. Fuck you, Linus. When I get a perfection run done, I gotta play the Terraria update, because that's on the 27th. And then I don't know any idea about Minecraft speedrunning yet. Hopefully Taboo will announce mid-offs soonish, or I get a message. But fun. Who knows? Who knows? This was spot 14, right? This was the left spot. Running. Yeah, I've been watching it for a while, and I was running it for a little bit. I was self-teaching myself, and then mid-offs happened. I'm like, I want to be a part of that. So I basically went cold turkey for 3 months now because, you know, if I continued playing, I wouldn't be able to play in mid-offs. I would need a refresher on how to run bastions. Like, I know the bastion routes, but not running it for 3 months means I'm not really gonna know the bastion routes. Thank you. I appreciate your hard work, but let's be real. This is probably not going to be a garden bundle. So. If you were picked to do MC. I mean, I wouldn't submit Minecraft to GDQ. I'm not good enough to do that. Oh, we do get to play quality crops though. Yeah, that's fine. Pumpkins. Good. Green bean, cauliflower. I wish we had rare crops though. Melons aren't awful though, at the very least. Boom, boom. Oh fuck, I closed the menu on accident. I said green bean cauli, right? Yeah. Well, we're gonna lose like 300 gold for free. I don't think I'm going to the mines today. I don't know why. But I just have a feeling that it's probably not a good idea to go on a day like today. Okay, well. Not my fault, chat. It's not my fault, I swear. How am I supposed to play 3 worst luck days in a row? Let me take a guess. Let me look at this real quick. How are the books? Enchants? Okay, the run would have died to enchants. That's a 9 enchant artful. Traveling cart though? Woodcutter's weekly. Woodcutter's weekly. Combat quarterly, bait and bobber. I gotta remake the file. It has the books, but it would have died to enchants, so it doesn't matter. 2 runs today that have had both books. Died to mines, by the way. Ah, shit. Today's not my day, apparently. Alright, here's the deal, chat. If I get one more gold quality crop and it's not garden, I'm probably gonna end stream and then dedicate the rest of my day to getting the video done. The skills on day 16 video done. I didn't really work on it yesterday. I was more focused on getting the sub stuff and YouTube memberships up and running. And you know, sometimes you just gotta know when the game just doesn't want you to have fun, or doesn't, like, you just gotta know when it's just not your day. And triple bad luck day in a row with a having to reset a mind on both runs that actually had good books. Yeah, I'm good. Like, I appreciate the comedy game. It's funny to see and I can laugh about it, but like, come on now. I know when the game's trolling, and it's fine. You have days like this. It's a really good thing to, like, understand in, like, a competitive and sports world, is not every day is going to be your day. You know, you're gonna like, a majority of the time you're gonna have mediocre days where it's like, all right, day was all right, we got good work done, good practice, did well, performed well. You're gonna have those few days where it's going to be like, oh wow, I overperformed, I'm playing amazing, I just did everything correctly, and it's just like complete flow state. But at the complete opposite time, you're just gonna have those days that are those days, you know, completely awful, feels like nothing's going your way, just having an awful time. That said, I'm not really having an awful time, contrary to what I'm saying, but I know today's just not my day off of the first few runs today. Awful minds runs, books trolling me. I just made like a mistake the other thing. How about a day yesterday? It went pretty well. I got work done. I got the YouTube membership stuff up and running, as I said. I had to troubleshoot the sub notifications today. Speaking of which, I only troubleshooted the Twitch side of things, so I guess the YouTube side is also going to have the exact same issue, and I should probably fix that, but I'll do that after stream at this point. But I got work done, so I'll say it was a good day. The only thing yesterday that I didn't do that I should have done was I should have gone grocery shopping, and I just was like, that's a tomorrow issue. So now I have to deal with that. I'll probably go after stream. I said this yesterday too, and I didn't go after stream, but I'll probably go after stream because there's actually just no food. We're even out of chicken nuggies. Not the chicken nuggies. Oh no. Not the nuggies. But yeah. I'm not gonna overpay for dino nuggies that taste just worse than regular nuggies. And they're extremely overpriced. Just because they're dinos. Just bite the regular chicken nuggets into dino shapes. The worst take. Okay. They're fun. Oh man, it's just like the SpongeBob mac and cheese. Oh boy, I love paying $1 extra for the same exact thing. The extra dollar is worth it to make your child be happy as an adult for Dino Nuggies, but it's not worth it as an adult. You're not getting it for your child. I say as the person eating chicken nuggets as an adult. Oh my god, wall. Really? You haven't tried SpongeBob mac and cheese if you think they are the same. Technically, chickens are descendants of dinosaurs. It's true. Owl. Technically not, because we don't know if it's a owl seed atone after the community center happens, because the community center is, or I'm sorry, after the greenhouse is finished, because the greenhouse is what breaks it, not the actual legacy RNG. The greenhouse paired with legacy RNG that breaks it. Weird. And again, if this run doesn't get garden, it will be the last run for today. I've already had 2 runs with garden bundle today, and they both just shat the bed at mines. I know when to call it quits. I have grocery shopping to do anyways, and I will focus the remainder of my day on trying to get the new YouTube video out as soon as possible, so. Especially saying if I don't get the run now and then I have to wait another like 15-30 minutes for another gold quality parsnip, like the stream will literally be like 8 hours long, and I don't really like streaming that long, so this is kind of the furthest into stream I would accept the run at this point, so works out timing wise for me. A little bit short stream if it does die here, but it is what it is. That's the way perfection is sometimes. Sometimes you just get completely blasted on Garden Bundle RNG. Or I guess not even Garden Bundle RNG this time. Completely blasted on Mines RNG. It is what it is. You just gotta accept it sometimes as a speedrunner that things are out of your control. Be better tomorrow. Play chat. Somebody in YouTube asked, or somebody in YouTube chat asked you, not just smiley fries, but are you sleeping on waffle fries as well, or are smiley fries just better? Waffle fries or smiley fries? Pick. And while we'll add it, let's throw in curly fries as well. Thoughts? Definitely smiley fries. I feel like the fries is also like location based. Because I find it really funny. So I've lived, so I moved to Arizona over a year ago now. And I've gone to In-N-Out, which is like not even, like it's literally basically attached to a grocery store twice. And both times we've gone to In-N-Out, my sister has told me specifically never get their fries, they're complete and utter ass. So I've never had fries from In-N-Out. Also, to answer the question, I do think In-N-Out burgers are extremely overrated. They're kind of mid, I'm not gonna lie. Like I honestly don't understand the craze of In-N-Out. I'm not gonna lie. Like it's a mid burger at best. Yeah, it's a American Western thing, because it's not in the Midwest. The solid sheep hamburger. I mean, I would have to look at the pricing. I forget what it is. I don't know. I just think it's overrated. Like, I'm not gonna lie. You could see. Okay, it would be hard to put a McDonald's hamburger in front of me and ask me the difference between the two, because McDonald's is just such a distinct taste. But it's like, I would literally put it on par with McDonald's hamburgers, if not worse. Like, I would say McDonald's hamburgers are better than In-N-Out hamburgers. And that's honestly saying a lot. I don't know. I'm fine with a McDonald's hamburger. And it's just like, that is the quintessential middlest of mid options, is McDonald's. That's my opinion of it. Like, McDonald's is the absolute middest of mid fast food. It is there. It exists. It is a thing. They're shit. I'm not saying they're good. Do you know how often I have fast food? When's the last time I had McDonald's? When's the last time I had a McDonald's burger? I had chicken nuggets from McDonald's, like, recently, as of like 6 months ago, because I just craved it for whatever reason. But a burger from McDonald's? It's been years. You know, the Portillo's here is actually shit compared to the ones in Illinois, because the water here is garbage. Like, Portillo's in Illinois is actually just so much superior than Portillo's in Arizona. Yeah, Chicago tap water is way too fucking good. The cake is still fine. The cake is still Portillo's cake. It's still good as fuck. Culver's is fire. Culver's is a good fast food place. What is Portillo's? It's mainly a hot dog joint, but they have a really good salad. They have decent hamburgers, but they have a really good fucking chocolate cake. Yeah, they have good Italian beef. Oh, when we go back for my dad, like, I'm going to be in Illinois again for my dad's birthday, we're getting Portillo's catering. Oh, I love me Portillo's catering. The fucking Italian beef. They have good sandwiches as well, but they're mostly known for their hot dogs. Portillo's is the only, like, quote-unquote fast food that I would get regularly. Drip, died, or baptized? I think it's dripped would be the thing. The catering, you have you got the Italian beef with the sauce, and then you put it on like the bread. The little bread stuff. Five Guys is good. I don't think I've had Five Guys. I'm not a fast food person, if it's not obvious, saying that it took me over a full year to have In-N-Out for the first time. And the In-N-Out is like the Western fast food spot. I definitely do not. I'm not a spicy person. I have Portillo's on Monday. Ooh. I think I've eaten a burger in a decade. Nuggets over fast food for Zoom. Yeah, it's even better, right? Frozen chicken nuggets is better than fast food. Woohoo! I eat so healthy. I don't, guys, I don't think you realize what I ate this morning for breakfast. We're kind of out of food. Wait, I don't have any more bagels. I need to go grocery shopping like right after this. This was my breakfast. I took a soft, like the soft tortilla, or tortilla. I put cheese on it, put it in the microwave, and ate the tortilla with cheese, and that was my breakfast. Like, I don't think you understand. A very nutritious breakfast here. That was my breakfast this morning. That was it. There was nothing else on it other than shredded cheese. Okay, cereal is like an absolute joke, because the entire joke about cereal is the fact that they legally have to say part of a balanced breakfast, because realistically the only thing you need in the cereal breakfast is the fruit that they display on the packaging. Like, that's all you need. The cereal is just fluff. But they legally have to say that. And you wouldn't believe the amount of lobbying from cereal companies that happened when lawmakers were trying to say that, like, what they were saying is not enough. Oh, it's so funny. There was actually like a huge thing like a while ago about fucking cereal companies getting really mad at the United Health Organization about labeling. Oh, that was fun. That was a fun watch. I don't even know how it wrapped up. I read it. It was fucking hilarious. Also, thank you, Wendy. That said, I'm gonna be wrapping up here because I do need to go grocery shopping, and I don't want to start a run 2.5 hours into stream, because it is not my day. So I'm just ranting for probably another like 5-10 minutes before I actually end stream. Stardew standard thing. Are we trying to get sub 15? I just want a PB. Let's start with a PB. I've been running this category again for like 2 months now, and we haven't even been to friendship. I should probably practice a friendship run just to make sure I remember it, but that's boring, so we'll just YOLO it. I have been to Ginger Island though, like twice, maybe once, twice. Yeah, just PB. By winning, not really. Today's kind of sucked. We got 2 garden bundles, and one of them I didn't even get to floor 40 by the end of the full mining day, and then the second one I got 3 bad luck days in a row. So what are you gonna do? It is what it is. So yeah, we're talking fast food. Oh, well, I need to go shopping after. I went yesterday. I'm stupid. I could have gotten okay, the grocery store that we are going to has really good fucking sushi for God knows what reason. Like, okay, I won't say really good. It for the location that we're at and for it not being a specific sushi restaurant, it is decent sushi for its price. And it's cheap on Wednesdays. It's like half off sushis on Wednesday. I should have gone grocery shopping yesterday. Like, obviously, we're not gonna have sushi here that is as good as sushi that you can get off, like, the coast of California. Or, like, in Chicago because you have a lake and fresh water next to you. But it's good sushi for what we have to work with here in a desert. Half of it was made on Monday. Nah, I think it's fresh sushi, or quote-unquote fresh. Whatever fresh means for the supermarket. I'll probably still end up getting sushi, because now since I'm talking about sushi, I want it. I'm fine with mostly anything for sushi. I do like tuna, though. Tuna's good. They're wrong. Okay, the person in Twitch chat said you're wrong about Miley fries. Waffle fries are just superior. Just let me casually start a YouTube chat versus Twitch chat war about Smiley and waffle fries. Is only good with sauce. Yeah, but the sushi generally comes with good sauce, and or you just put soy sauce on it, so it just works. It's generally good. Waffle fries aren't even better than curly, though. Actually, nah, that's probably true. I think I like Again, it's always place dependent. Some places have like banger curly fries, but awful waffle fries, and then other places can have banger waffle fries, and then the rest of their fries just suck. You know, it's just wherever the shop is. You just gotta be in the know. You know. Yeah, that's the issue with fries. It's so much place dependency. I thought I skipped this ad break. Never had waffle fries, but there's a reason why waffle is an insult. Okay, but would you rather have a regular ice cream cone or a waffle cone? Like, that doesn't make sense. Like, can't just say because it's an insult it's bad. Yeah, you waffle. My ice cream in a cup. I eat them in a bowl. I'm a bowl enjoyer and a cup enjoyer. I agree with that. I'm not a huge cone fan, but I will say I like waffle cones more than regular cones. I think the only time a cone is acceptable, or not acceptable, but the only time I would be willing to have a cone is with soft served. If it's like a regular real ice cream, I'm a bowl. I'm bowl for ice cream. But like soft serve just has to be in a cone. It's not right if it's not in a cone. Potato fries. Ice cream from the tub and not sharing. I prefer sashimi. I'm not a sashimi fan. I like the little bit of... I want a little bit of more texture. And a little bit of more stuff than just raw sashimi. I'm also not a very big spice person, so I wouldn't do wasabi myself. I don't like I've said it before, I'll get flamed for it. I don't really care. If I have wings, the hottest I will realistically go is honey barbecue, and I understand that that is not hot. but I don't like anything more. You know? Call me bland. I'm an American white boy. It is what it is. No, I don't like it. I'm the person who eats chicken nuggets. What else do you expect from me? Weird that I eat sushi with just soy sauce, then eat it with wasabi at all. No, that's what me and my sister do. We're soy sauce people. My sister much more so. She was questioning that I wasn't putting enough soy sauce into the little. She got like little cute cups for soy sauce because she's a sushi fan, and she's like, yo, I like lather this thing in soy sauce, or she like lathers it in soy sauce, and I kind of just like dip it. Like salt. Brittany's a. I don't know how to describe Brittany in terms of eating. She's a mood eater in terms of what she eats. She is definitely she will eat and meal prep the same thing for a month, be tired of it, and then switch to something else. And it's on a rotation. It's normally some type of fried veggie with random cravings here and there, you know, regular things. We're all picky eaters. It's not like she won't eat other things, but she just, you know, it's easy to meal prep one thing until you get tired of it, and then you move on for a few months. You know? See, I'm the same way, but I don't ever get tired of it. It's more that I just know what I like to eat, and it's so much easier to go to comfort than it is to choose and figure out something new. And that's more of my issue. Like, oh man, why try to like make this new dish or try this new thing when I can, you know, get more chicken nuggets and just know I'm gonna like the chicken nuggets. I did the same thing for breakfast, for lunch, and work for 14 years. That was me for school. I had the same ham and cheese sandwich for my entire life, from preschool to high school graduation. The same sandwich. And now I don't have the sandwich anymore. Like, I continued eating the sandwich even post graduation, but when I moved here, I stopped having that sandwich. I've basically not had that sandwich since we got here. I got here, bought the ingredients, had the sandwich once, and I'm just like, I'm just done with this. You know what? And I've never had it since. The sandwich served its purpose. It really did. I legit had that sandwich for like 20 years straight. I'm not joking. 20 fucking years. PB&J never goes out of style. I'm traumatized by PB&Js. I just can't. I'm traumatized by peanut butter. I fucking hate peanut butter. The smell makes me gag. Like, I want to throw up at the smell. I just can't with peanut butter. Please no peanut butter. Ever buy school lunch? Occasionally, and that's like the weird exceptions. It's like, we had a snack bar in middle school, and I would occasionally get the soft pretzels, you know? Very healthy. But that's really it. If you're wondering why I say traumatized, it's literally because my dad would have a PB&J every single day when we were growing up. So it's just, the smell was just always there. I remember the last time he's had a PB&J though, because health reasons. It turns out having a PB&J every day is not very good for your body. Crazy how that works. Like it's high in cholesterol, I think. Can I eat peanuts? I'm not allergic, as far as I'm aware, to peanuts. I just really hate the smell, and so it's just like I won't be able to eat it because I'm literally about to throw up if it's like directly in my face. You wanna know what the funny thing is? Okay. It would be a mixture for my dad. My grandma made a lot of jelly when my grandma is like, you know, the traditional grandma. She makes everything, or she did, you know? So it's like, yes, she made her own jam, and my dad would get it. You know? Like, she is the quintessential grandma of grandmas. It's kind of like that. Alright, I think that's enough yapping. I have shopping to do. I have a video to hopefully at least get this script done. I don't know how far, I don't know if I'll start editing. But yeah. I appreciate you guys watching, appreciate you guys joining the stream. Man. I will be streaming tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. I will likely also stream on Saturday, but not Sunday. Because of MCSR playoffs. I would like to watch the finals live. I don't care too much about the quarterfinals, I guess. But yeah, other than that, I'm gonna peace. So I do appreciate you guys watching, appreciate you guys joining the stream. Yeah, for now, I hope you guys have a great rest of your evening, rest of your day. Stay safe out there, and just yeah, take care. Later. Peace.